Welcome everyone, I'm Dr. Celia Swan and this is Arthur. Thank you for joining us for this Forrest-inspired yoga practice. Start by closing down your eyes and sitting up tall, so you're creating space to breathe. And first, bring your attention to your surroundings. Noticing any sounds around you, the feeling of the soft air on the skin. And then checking in physically. And if there's anything that is making this uncomfortable whilst you're sitting, please choose a position or move around till it suits you. And then going a bit deeper into what yoga is really all about. How your mind is. And if there's anything that's stopping your mind being quiet, bringing your awareness to that and placing it to one side. And then bring your awareness to your deep breath. And this is the real key to stilling the mind. Yeah, that's it. Taking an inhale, sitting up tall. Exhaling, shoulders down your back, relaxing the jaw. And then to help us settle in before we start the movements, I'm going to do a pranayama, a breathing exercise. And keep your eyes closed for this, so you're really focusing on the breath. Close the left nostril with your left thumb. And if, like me, your forehead becomes a bit furrowed at the end of the day, place index, middle finger maybe on the middle of your forehead, that's it. And then take a long inhale through the open nostril. Close the open nostril with a finger. Open the other side and exhale. I want the exhale to be longer than your inhale. Yeah, good. And then inhale through the open nostril. Softly, slowly, good. Block this nostril off. And then exhale slowly through the other side. Yeah. And keep going in this way in your own breath. And we lengthen the exhale, and that really calms down the nervous system. Making this your final round. And then bringing the hand back down, helping you to stand tall and proud. Good, and then slowly open your eyes. Good. Then change the cross of your legs, so you're getting out of the habitual pattern. And I want you to be living your yoga, as Judith Lassiter would say. So if this isn't comfortable for you, then find another position that is. Either staying cross-legged or placing the left foot on top of the left thigh for half lotus. Then taking an inhale, bring the arms wide, stretching up the top of the inhale. As you exhale through the nose, relax the shoulders, relax your jaw. And then feel the aliveness in the fingers. Fingers spread wide, air in between the fingers. Yeah, good. Maybe a little stretch up through the left side, a little stretch up through the right. Just feeling what it's like to awaken. Then from here, inhale and come towards the left. It's the top of the inhale for you. Exhale, slowly lower the hands down. So the right hand is on your knee, the left hand is behind you. Or it can be holding onto the foot, if foot is behind the back, or onto your clothing, yeah. Take a big inhale. Bring the back bottom ribs up away from your pelvis. Yeah, nice change. Exhale, wrap the left shoulder blade down your back. And then let's stretch out your neck here. Bring the right ear to your right shoulder. One of the things I love about yoga is that all of us look and feel so different in every pose we do. I want you to be your own teacher here. Do something to feel a beautiful stretch down the left side of neck, all the way down left chest and down your left thigh. Yeah, it's good. Good to change. Then from here, slowly unraveling, bringing the arms wide, stretching them up on a big inhale. Exhale, bringing them down. Good. Lovely. And then changing the legs again. We'll do the same on the other side. We'll start with bringing the arms up to the sky. And do this in the way that opens the chest. Good. There's a real softness through the shoulders here. Yeah. So when we inhale, sometimes we bring the shoulders up, but as a doctor, you know the lungs don't end up here, right? Softening the shoulders, spreading the fingers. And then maybe playing around with stretching each side. It's normal for this to feel different, the different leg crossed. And then inhale, using the obliques, the side abdominal muscles, turning towards your right. Exhaling, left hand in front, right hand behind the back. And again, choose a position with the hand that feels good for you. So the hand can be on your half lotus foot or on your clothing, on your thigh. And then taking a big inhale, send the breath where the right ribs meet your right shoulder. Exhale, relax the left ear towards the left shoulder. Often I find if my ego's been in the way during the day, I've had a stubborn sort of day, that's when the tension gets in the jaw. Take a big inhale and bring your awareness to your jaw and your neck. Exhale, soften these areas. How does it feel to put the ego to one side and to practice truly from a place of integrity, doing what feels good to you? Yeah, it's really nice. Taking an inhale, stretch the arms up and wide. Exhaling, bring the hands down, come onto all fours. And the hands are shoulder width apart here. Knees are hip distance apart. You can bring the toenails onto the mat. Taking an inhale, bring the center of the chest forward, looking up. Tailbone reaches back. Exhale, bring the lower belly into the spine, round the upper back, and then let the head relax down to the earth. Good. Inhaling, open up, chest forward, tailbone lengthens. Exhaling, lower belly into spine, so we're starting to become aware of the abdominals, head relaxes. And keep going in your own breath. Making this pose serve you, so any additional wiggles, any little shoulder shrugs, whatever your body needs. And then on the exhale, I want you to pause here, tuck your toes under, and take a big inhale, send the ribs through the breath, through the ribs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bending your knees as much as you need. Yeah, that's nice. And then making this feel really light in the shoulders. Do this by taking an inhale, lifting the ribs up away from shoulders, hips up away from ribs, and then exhaling, let the neck and the shoulders go. Yeah, really beautiful change. And then keeping this lovely softness you've created in your shoulders and your neck. Walk the hands to the feet. coming into a forward fold. And the knees can be as bent as you need to be comfortable. And then turning the feet slightly outwards. I want you to shimmy on down so you come into a squat position. Again, you can make the legs a little bit wider, feet a little bit wider. This feels good for you. Yeah, nice. And then stretching the arms out in front of you. And facing that way was perfect, where you were, yeah? Stretch the arms out in front of you and then slowly lowering down. Good, nice. Then come to lie on your back. So it wouldn't be a Forrest-inspired class without some abdominals. Starting with the knees bent. Yeah. I want you to start by placing the hands on the core, hands on your abdominal muscles, and checking in with how they're feeling today. This is a place where we store a lot of emotions, a place that can feel tense when we're anxious. And a lot of research shows that anxiety comes from when we can't make choices or we don't make choices for ourselves. So I want you to do these abdominals in a way where you're really living your yoga, your practice, making it suit you. Bring the hands interlaced behind the back of your neck. And they can be interlaced any way that suits you. And start by simply bringing the head up and feeling the weight of all those brains in your hands. Yeah. So the average human head is 5 kilograms, right? So you should be pretty supported by your hands. Good. Okay, now relax the head down. Bring the feet up off the floor, knees directly above the hips. Take an inhale, push the lower back down, lift the head and shoulders up. Now feel the weight of the head in your hands. So no tortoise neck here. More weight in the head, more weight in the hands. More weight in your hands, more weight in your hands. Yes, you've got it. Let's take another big inhale, push the lower back down. Holding breath, scoop the tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, head and shoulders to the left knee, straighten the right leg. So I want the knee to stay directly above the hip. Yeah, so the naughty knees crept in. Good. Lower belly down. Inhale, bend both knees, coming back to center. Holding the breath, push your lower back down. Scoop the pelvis to the sky. Exhale, head and shoulders right, straighten the left leg at 45 degrees. Now give the weight of the head to the hands. I'm going to keep saying this till you do. Yes, good. Bring the lower belly down. Inhale back to center. Now if this didn't feel good, do this with one leg on the floor, one foot on the floor, or both feet on the floor. Make it yours. Take another big inhale, push lower back down. Holding the breath, curl the tailbone up. Exhale, head and shoulders left, straighten through the right leg. Lower belly down. Inhaling, coming back to center, knees above hips. Good. Holding breath, push lower back down, scoop up the pelvis. Exhale, head and shoulders right. Left leg at 45 degrees. Bring it up a bit. Yeah, good. Lower belly down. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, head and shoulders down, knees coming down. Good. And bring the hands back onto the abdominals. Tuning into the change you feel. If you want to do a couple more rounds, you can pause the video. But for us here, we're going to bring the knees into chest. Giving yourself a big hug. And then rolling onto your left hand side, arm above left head. And slowly pushing yourself up to a seated position. Good. And come up to standing at the front of your mat. Maybe face that direction, yeah. and for some, I'm very happy with the feet being where it's comfortable. So either hip distance apart or feet together, whatever feels okay in the hips and lower back. And then bring the palms to face forward, eyes closed. Because so much of modern life is shoulder tweaky inducing, I want you to bring the little fingers a bit further forward, thumbs back, so you're opening the shoulders and opening emotionally through the heart. And then with the eyes closed, bringing your focus back to the slow, calm breath. How you're feeling physically and emotionally. And then bringing the hands in front of your heart in prayer. Classic sun. Inhaling, stretch the arms wide, bring them above the head, or up straight is good. Exhale, fold forward, the chest leads, knees bend as much as you need. On an inhale, bring your left foot back, left knee down, coming into a low lunge here. The top of the inhale, raise the arms up, filling the lungs. Exhaling, hands come down either side of front foot. Right foot comes back, finding plank. Knees down. Bring the belly in, elbows wrap in, lowering it in a straight line all the way down. Coming down onto your chest. Bring the hands forward 12 inches. Take an inhale, cobra, lifting the chest. Exhaling, chest down, downward facing dog. Hands under shoulders, pushing through knees. Again, checking in with anything that makes this downward dog uncomfortable. And doing something to make this downward dog suit you. So this isn't Celia's downward dog or the downward dog you saw on Instagram. Make this your downward dog. Yeah, nice. On an inhale, bring the left foot in between hands, coming into a low lunge, the back knees down. Top of the inhale, the arms rise up, fingers spread. Exhaling, hands either side of front foot, coming into forward fold. Ground down through your spread wide feet. Take an inhale, arms come sideways and up, making use of all this space, opening the heart, stretching to sky. Exhale, hands in front of chest. Good. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, folding down. Lunge, inhaling, right foot back, right knee down. Top of the inhale, reaching up. And soften the shoulders here. Yeah, nice change. Exhaling, hands either side of foot. Finding plank. Knees down. Now pause here. I want you to lower in a straight line, but all the way from the butt to the shoulders. So you're preparing for chaturanga with modified chaturanga. Yeah, great control after. Taking an inhale, sweep the hands forward, lift the chest. It's just a little cobra, so if the hands could lift off the floor, there wouldn't be any movement in the chest. Yeah, maybe floor coming down a little. Yeah, hands come down. It's nice, much better position. Exhaling, lower the chest. Hands under shoulders, finding downward dog. Inhaling, bring the right foot in between the hands. Arms come up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up. Face soft, shoulders soft, beautiful. Exhaling, hands in front of heart. Good. And bring the feet together, or if that doesn't feel comfortable in the hips or lower back, do this with the feet apart, squeezing the thighs towards each other. Take an inhale, come into chair pose, weight in the heels, arms up. Then exhaling, twisting to the left, bending the right elbow, making a fist with the right hand, bringing the left hand over the top. Yeah. And if there's too much on the quads, then bend a little bit less in the thighs. Yeah. And from here, lift the chest forward, taking an inhale. Exhale, relax the right ear to right shoulder. Then shift the weight into the left foot. Slowly pick the right foot up and bring it behind you. Yeah, maximum control, nice. And the back knee can come down here. Good. Or if you feel you want more of a stretch through the right hip, you can pick the back knee up. And then make sure that the left elbow is pointing up to the ceiling. There's a straight line here between the left and right elbow. Or if that doesn't work for you, any variation of this. Now take a big inhale and send your breath all the way down the right side of ribs. Exhale. Use the exhale to help feel something really amazing in this twist. So it doesn't feel good, do something to change it. Yeah, lovely. And then very slowly unravel your twist. Bring the hands either side of your foot. Bringing the left foot back to join the right, coming into plank. From here, either knees down or chaturanga, lowering halfway, arms bend. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog or child's pose. I always like to say that there's no room here for ego. But there's so much room here for you to listen to what your body needs, what your mind needs, and to make this your yoga. And then stepping or jumping, handstanding to the front of your mat, coming into a forward fold, taking an inhale, coming into chair, weight in the heels, knees are bent, exhaling, hands in front of heart. Good. Coming upright, standing up. Good. Yeah. You can give the legs a little shake out if you need. And then coming back to Tadasana, palms spread wide, facing forward either side of you. Bringing the awareness to how it feels having opened up in twist from one side compared to the other. And bringing your attention to your slow, controlled breath. And then bring the hands up to the side, either side of ears. On an inhale, bending the knees, coming into chair. Squeezing the thighs, again feet can be together or apart. Exhaling, twisting to the right. Again, bringing the bottom hand in a fist, top hand over. And bring the knees together, yeah. Squeezing the thighs. Take an inhale, lift the center of the chest forward. Exhale, bring the heart up to the hands. Yeah, beautiful. Now in your own slow, controlled breath, bring the weight into the right foot and come to find twisting warrior or twisting lunge with the knee down. Yeah, whatever suits you. Good. And do something to relax your neck more. So we're taking the tension out of the jaw, out of the face. Opening up these channels to listening and feeling. And on an in-breath, unravel. Bring the hands either side of front foot. Exhaling, finding plank. Either chaturanga or modified. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And then exhaling to down dog or child's pose. And slowly stepping, jumping, hands in between the feet. Coming on an inhale into chest. Bending the knees. Exhaling up to standing, hands in front of heart. Good. And coming to the middle of your mat and come to face forward. Good. And then from here we're going to do a few little exercises, bending down and coming up. And this has been inspired by the beautiful grasshopper sound around us. And there's so many things that I think inspires us to make it your yoga. And this week with the nature around us, I've been doing more like animal, nature named kind of poses. This has made it my yoga. So shift the weight into your left foot. And I want you to bring the right foot behind you. So you're doing a little curtsy squat, and the hands are going to come to the side, like you're patting one of the cows that we can hear.
Llama.
A llama. So on an in-breath, bring the foot behind you, get in the preparation. Exhale, bring the belly into spine using the core to support and lower down. Okay. Inhaling, coming back to center. As slowly as you can, exhaling this time a little bit lower. So we're going down to small cow level. Yeah, beautiful. Inhaling up. And then in the comfortableness, more, is that a word? In the most comfortable way you can. You're going to come down all the way. Maybe foot comes down, hands come down. Yeah, beautiful. That's it. Lovely. Coming down with the butt onto the floor. Yeah, I've never done that gracefully. Not so very good. So let's check in with the position here. Flex your right foot back towards. Yeah, I want this leg really turned on and strong. The left foot is pointing forward towards the edges on that. Beautiful. And I want the hands to be somewhere inside the feet. Somewhere inside the front foot. So again, wherever's comfortable for you. To start with, we're just gonna bend the elbows, wrap them in, and we're gonna make a chaturanga type right angle here between the forearms and the top arm. And you're just letting the head relax, feeling the opening. And then bringing your attention back to your slow breath. Good. And then from here, taking an inhale, coming on up. Making sure this leg is really turned on and activated. Going to bring the left arm round. Maybe arm holds onto the shin or the knee. Maybe the leg is bent. Or holding on to the little toe edge of your foot. Now, options. If this feels good, staying here, working on the forward fold. If it doesn't feel good, do something about it, maybe bending the knee. Otherwise, holding on to the outside of the foot. I'm going to take a big inhale. As you exhale, push through the foot and hand, lifting the butt up off the floor. I can't do it on a slope. Yeah, you can do it. Coming into Grasshopper. Yeah, good. And that's a nice variation, holding the ankle. Okay. So I'm going to try version 2 to give people another option. So you can bend the leg here, you straighten the leg. I can't do it on a slope. That's fine, it doesn't matter. That's my version of Grasshopper today. Okay, so I'll give you a few more seconds, a few more breaths to play around. Good. And it's really forcing here. And if you do it once for a few seconds, or if you do something on the way, then that's great. Okay, good. And then from here, another leg. You come into child's pose or dolphin prelude. Hips are high, above the knees, hands interlaced behind the back of your head. Again, whatever rest pose suits you. And then again, bringing yourself up, coming into downward dog. Slowly walking, hands to feet to hands, or jumping if that suits you. And taking an inhale, stretching the arms up wide. Exhale, hands in front of heart. Good. And then come to the middle of your mat. Nice, good. I'm going to do the same things again on the other side. Okay, so taking a few deep, nourishing breaths. Checking in with how you feel. Remember everything you've worked on during this class to make this work for you. And Judith Lassiter says that integrity is practicing in a way as if no one's watching. So instead of following your ego, competing with people, it's about what works for you. So in your own time, I want you to do those 3 pattings of your cow, or whatever animal is around you, wherever you are, maybe your dog at home or your cat. Slowly, with control, just having some fun with it. Yeah, nice. And the third one, lowering down. And then, yep, using props, brilliant, to make yourself comfortable. And before going anywhere, but there's no rush here. You never see a grasshopper rushing around, right? They're always chilling out in the sun. So take the time to set the grasshopper up. The bottom leg is strong, the foot is flexed. And we're going to take those 3 to 5 breaths in the forward fold here, turning on your chaturanga arms. And then, when you're ready, finding the stretch, the reach for the thigh, the knee, the calf, and then playing around with baby grasshopper. And there's a point of challenge you want to work to here, but not to go over it. So if you're straining at all, maybe explore, feel out, easing back a little. And then maybe a few more breaths playing or coming into child's pose or dolphin prelude. Yeah. Very slowly walk the hands towards you, bringing yourself up kindly, gently. And then stretch the left leg out in front of you. Good. And bending the right leg up here, we're going to do a counter twist. Place the left hand behind you on fingertips. Flex the back toes towards you, yeah, nice. Taking, place the right fingertips behind you. And taking an inhale, stretch the arm up, left arm comes up. Exhale, twisting towards the knee. Inhaling, lift the back lower ribs up away from the floor. Exhale, roll the shoulders back, giving you space to twist at the upper spine. Yeah, beautiful. Slowly coming back to center. And bringing the right knee out to the side. Bringing the hands either side of the shin or the thigh. Taking an inhale, scooping the chest up, keeping the back long. Exhale, folding forward. Again, we're not looking for any particular length here. All I'm looking for is that you listen to yourself. And you practice in a way that is kind. And then using the hands to bring yourself to an upright position. Straightening the right leg out in front of you. And changing legs. So we're bending the left leg here. Then using the left palm behind you to help sit you upright. Taking an inhale, stretching the right arm up to sky. Exhaling, bringing the right elbow over the knee onto the thigh. Or if that doesn't feel comfortable, it can be on the inside of thigh. Gently coming back to center. Bringing that knee out to the side. Foot comes into thigh. Before you go anywhere, check out the front leg. Flex the foot back towards you, yeah? And if you find you're rounding, maybe sit on a pillow, sit on a cushion. I used to think props were only for beginners, but really, they're for more advanced people because you're really listening to your body. Yes, you're listening to your body and you're understanding what it means. Bring the hands either side of thigh, knee, or calf. Take an inhale, wash your breath through the heart and chest. Exhale, forward fold. Soften your shoulders here. There's no reach. We're not using the arms to strain, to get to a goal. Simply being and enjoying. And bringing yourself upright. Coming to lie on your back. Removing any props. And bringing the soles of the feet together. Coming into Baddha Konasana. So the knees are out to the side. Soles of the feet together. Good. And stretching through the arms. Feeling the back of the floor, the grass on your hands. Again, if this doesn't feel good in the legs, you can bring the feet flat on the floor, the knees together, whatever suits you. I'm going to prepare for Shavasana here with a few deep breaths. Really helps to calm my nervous system when I'm feeling anxious and prepares us for rest. Taking a long inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale with a sigh. 2 more in your own breath. And then, when you're ready, coming into Shavasana, you can do this lying with the legs mat distance apart. Palms up by your side. This doesn't feel good in the shoulders. It doesn't for a lot of people. The hands can be on the belly. And I want you to find a position where you can simply let go. For some of us that means being on our sides or sitting up, and that's okay. Keeping the eyes and face soft. I'll bring you back in a few minutes' time. And then you can pause the video here and have as long a Shavasana as you wish. Or you can start to deepen your breath with us here. Start to hear again the sounds around you. Feeling the joy of gently moving the toes and the feet. Wiggling the fingers. The palms, the wrists. And then bringing the arms above the head, taking a big inhale, full body stretch. Open your mouth, exhale with a sigh. Slowly bringing one knee and then the other into your chest, giving yourself a big hug. Remembering that before we can give to anybody else, first we need to look after ourselves. Practice with kindness and integrity. And then rolling your whole self onto your left-hand side. And we do everything left first in Forrest-inspired yoga to help us get out of habitual patterns. And gently coming up to a seated position, eyes closed, heart light. And making yourself comfortable. Closing your eyes, hands in front of heart and prayer. Now, maybe it's easy for some of us to practice at home with integrity when no one's watching. And maybe it isn't. Either way, I challenge you, now that the studio is open, to come to the studio with this mindset. To not worry about what anyone else is doing around you, but to practice in the way that suits you. And this is true integrity. The goodness within me recognizes the goodness within you. Namaste. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well done you.